Wisconsin right now is the only state in the upper Midwest that has a tipped minimum wage of $2.33 an hour. A new report from a UW-Madison think tank looks at what raising the minimum wage in Wisconsin would do for the state's economy.
JT Siskowski has you covered on the report's findings and how one tipped worker feels a change would impact her life.
There's just a lot of expenses that are coming. Like, I have to pay for my rent, I have to pay for everything that I want, and sometimes it's hard to make that $100 a night stretch.
Jenna Truckee is a full-time student on top of working 20 hours a week at $2.33 an hour, the state minimum for tipped workers. And she can think of many ways she could put a pay raise to good use.
The workers that stand to win are the ones who work close to the floor or just above it.
Laura Dresser is an author of a new report from the High Road Strategy Center at UW-Madison.
This really includes retail and restaurant, especially tipped workers.
It found that eliminating the tipped minimum wage and raising the non-tipped wage would result in almost exclusively positive outcomes.
Employers like the restaurants down here around the Capitol might assume that a rise in wages would lead to a reduction in jobs. But if anything, the report finds that a rise in wages leads to more employee retention.
There's less turnover in jobs, there's less recruitment costs, there's more stability in the workforce because the wages have come up.
Dresser says employers tend to forget that a minimum wage increase would impact their competition as well.
Other employers are also going to have to raise their wages. They're all moving up together.
But Truckee is worried that a higher wage could mean fewer tips, if any at all.
It's nice knowing on a super busy night when you're working for a long time, like you might make over that $15, over that $20.
But if she can hang on to her tips, then raising the minimum wage would make a huge difference in her life.
If I was able to add an extra $15 an hour on top of that, it would give me a lot more room in my budget to kind of save and prepare for the future, I think.
In Madison, JT Siskowski, 27 News.